was never really good playing role of the puppet. Too busy being me to be concerned with perception of the public. Everyone is buzzing, but everybody ain't thinking about a budget. I want ownership in something. Niggas get they wing.
Go ahead.
Let me ask you how you feel about 50, and this is a part 2 question, and the Ghetto Quran. How do you feel about that song?
In the Ghetto Quran, when I heard about it, I felt he was doing what a lot of rappers do. He was giving people, you know, they props.
Right.
I know people was like saying that, yo, man, he's saying too much, this and that. Shit, I'm the one that he said the killer.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
And so I should be the one most offended.
That's a fact.
Right?
Were you?
I wasn't offended because I was charged with killing people and I was found not guilty. So why would I be offended if I was found not guilty? So if a person had a perception that I was one way, the courts had a perception that I was another. So I'm not gonna get mad because he was giving some words and giving some props. It doesn't bother me like that. I didn't even think of it like that. You know what I'm saying? Now others may have, but that's not me. And I'm not saying that it's right or wrong, but for real, shit, I kind of liked the song. I mean, if you want,
people use that as a spin.
Yeah. First of all, let me say something to you.
Nobody never worried about that.
Nobody.
Look at Southside Anthem. Look at Corey D.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Ain't nobody care about that.
That's a fact.
Ain't nobody. Look. Let me tell you something. That was some spin. That was some spin. I like the Ghetto Quran. If you want to know the truth, it ain't bothered me one bit.
But the perception was the other way around.
Like the other way around.
When you hear talking to Southside, you hear talking to team.
Yeah,
I liked that. That joint was official, and I ain't saying that to be jocking nobody one way or another.
But you know, people want to hear it from you.
It's the truth, though.
You felt about it.
Yeah, it didn't bother me at all.
No doubt.
It ain't bother me at all.
Hey, it's your boy Jim CB, man. We back with another video for the channel, and yeah, it's wild out here, man. 50 is responding to Gerald Prince Miller, the nephew of Supreme, Kenneth Supreme McGriff from the Supreme team, man. And he's basically speaking on, you know, the Ghetto Quran, how they say that the infamous beat between Preem and 50 started. So 50 states on IG with a post that captioned the interview from Prince from the podcast, and it says, 50 Cent, the real Queens ninjas know what I was doing. Corey D, dedication, rhyme vibes. I played the Ghetto Quran for Nas, and he said, damn, that shit hard, right? But you singing on that dash, LOL. At 50 Cent Action TB, right? So everybody knows when he says the line, when you hear talk of Southside, you hear talk of the team, talk and referring to the Supreme team, you know, Preem was the businessman and Prince was the killer, right? That was the line, right? And that sounds like a young dude just giving props to the squad, right? Which is a good thing. And people say, oh, they was mad because it made them look away, and you know, he was trying to get people indicted. At the end of the day, it was just a song. And that's where, you know, Prince is like, yo, dog, I like this song. You know, I thought it was tough, you know. I felt like it was given. If anybody should have been offended by that record, like Prince Miller said, it should have been him. He was called the so-called killer in the song. If anybody was going to be offended, it should have been him, right? But he wasn't offended. He actually liked the song. He felt like he was getting his props and his just due, so it was what it was. And at the end of the day, if you're in the streets and you know what you're doing, and you know the youngest is looking at it, you know what the streets are saying about you. So why would he have an attitude? I think it boiled down to 50 and Ja having a problem from whoever robbed Ja Rule, like they said, and it sparked from there. He seen 50 with him, and he didn't like that. And he had an issue with whoever that, the person who lined him up and whoever they were standing next to. Guilty by association, and that's how stuff is sometimes. So what they did was what they did. They got into it. It became a problem. And of course, if Irv and Jai is helping you in any way, shape, or form, or you could possibly have an end through the Murder Inc. system, it's just some legitimate money to stop doing what you're doing, and you supreme by what, let your little homie chill out. I'm about to run this play real fast. And he got in the way of the money, is what it seems like. That's what the issue was. He got this. Preem probably felt that 50 was getting in the way of what he was trying to do as far as getting money, and Preem had to put a stop to that. Point blank, period. If that's how it really went, But it just seems logical. So yeah, that's that there.